Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the plot tour at the end of September. And there's a little bit of a soggy one today. The plot's looking a bit bedraggled. Hard to believe that a week ago we were still watering things because it was so dry, and now we've basically had a whole bunch of rain which has filled up the water butts, so probably over 300 litres worth falling down onto that shed roof. And we kick off, as always, with the rhubarb. And that's coming to the end of its year. But it's been a good year for the rhubarb. We've got about 8 crowns, and we were debating whether that might be a little bit much for our needs, really. So we're certainly going to be splitting one up and giving bits of it away. Taberry's looking good. Got 3 horizontals coming off of that for next year. And here's the strawberries, looking a bit weedy, but we were thinking about rearranging this whole section, but we may hold off for another year. And all the potatoes are out. And we've got some French beans growing up in 5 of the potato pot depressions there. I'm not sure whether we'll have enough time to get anything off of them. So here's the courgettes, or just the one now. The yellow one was just ripped up yesterday. It was absolutely covered in mildew, and the leaves just disintegrated. So that's going down as residues. And here's our fruit bush area with the cover crops. And you can probably see that this corner here with this blackcurrant in it, the cover crop is really struggling. We were actually thinking that the blackcurrant was struggling as well. I just, the perfect example of the you can never be certain what soil you inherit, and there's no reason from what we've been doing with the soil here that this area should be struggling. So we don't know quite what's going on there. It's been treated well and remineralized and all that sort of stuff, but we'll keep trying and improving it. And to the baths now. I see the tumbling toms are still producing. They've been really good. I see the tomatoes have had a bad year for most people, and certainly the weather has delayed things. Carrots are alright, except we've learnt our lesson that we need to protect them from the old root fly. We still have one of the wigwams left for the beans, but really I'm not harvesting anything off that. We're thinking about keeping some of the beans on and saving seed for next year. Got some spinach here and some mustard. And some autumn king carrots, chard, which looks lovely. Although we found that this year, I don't know whether it's our tastes or whether it's something about the season, the chard has been a bit soapy, and can't remember which chemical that is, but that gives it that property. But we're hoping that's a one-off. So our winter cabbages are just going nuts. They really are loving it. We were a bit concerned because we put brassicas in after brassicas here. We got, here's our pak choi here, and this row that's missing on this side got clubroot. Now we did initially think that was because we'd put brassica after brassica, but we looked back at what had happened and decided that it was because of the strain that had been put under the plants during the dry spells that we had. So leeks are looking horrible. I'm sure they'll taste nice, but they've had everything going. We've got a whole mixed bunch of stuff here, some lettuces, radishes. Kohlrabi, I said, that is looking marvellous. It's looking really chunky. We've got some red and we've got some white. So over here we've got the various sort of cover crops going on. That's cover cropped now as well. Likewise over here. So the kale and the beetroot have all disappeared. And there's our peach peregrine. That one's really loved it. So I've cleared the canes away from the last video. They're now in the corral area. We're intending to put a little side bed on here and one on the other side for next year to try and grow some sunflowers in. I think they'll get their roots down in underneath the compost bins and absolutely love it. So the corral I've neatened up a little bit, and I've cleared the back. I am hoping to get a couple of pots in there. Tomatoes still going, no sign of blight as yet. They're looking a little bit tired, but they're still fruiting. So we've fixed the, we've cleared the sickened compost bin of all the bags and stuff like that, and we've got that on the go now. So previously we only had one compost bin, but that's now maturing over there, and we've got the fresh stuff in there. Got ourselves a thermometer as well. I don't know if you can see, it's reporting a high of 32.8. It's 20.4 right now, and it's been down to 2.5, so it's been quite cool. And the evenings are quite warm at the moment, but and that's set to be for the next couple of weeks. So we've still got some flowers, and when I say we've still got some flowers, haha, our globe artichoke finally came through, which I'm really pleased about. I'm surprised it actually had time. So we've got our cosmos. As much as I love cosmos, we're going to go for a lower variety, shorter one, more 2 foot than 4 foot next year. And we're going to rearrange this little area a bit with the lupins were okay, but and the lilies were a little bit garish but nice. So we may well stick with something similar, but with a slightly better colour scheme, or even a thought out colour scheme rather than just taking potluck. Right through to the wallflowers, strawberries. This area is going to be rearranged. We're going to get some raspberries in here. I'm hoping to put some super column plum trees, potentially 7 of them along a narrow strip here. We're talking of plum trees. The pluot, it's finishing its first year at about 8 foot tall. It's extremely good variety. I'm very pleased with that. I'm hoping that we might get some signs of fruit next year. And the sweet corn is acting as just a living root in the ground right now. All the cobs came off, and it wasn't a great season for our sweet corn, but we're hoping for better things next year. Parsnips, still haven't dared look at any of them yet. So we got a cover crop going on over there, which isn't doing as well as we thought it would do. We thought a cover crop, which is like controlled weeds, would just thrive, but sadly not. We've still got lots of fruit there, but whether they'll have time to ripen, not too sure. Brussels sprouts. I can't remember who said it, which YouTuber mentioned about the fact that they have a tendency to lean if you don't stake them, and I think we are seeing signs of that. Here we go around. We got marvellous magnolias in amongst all these tomatoes in a cover crop. And as the title will probably mention, we have got peppers galore. We've got some absolute monsters. And occasionally we've got some that are actually bothering to turn red. But I think we're going to be harvesting most of them as green. Libby. Okay, just tip around here. So the dahlias are looking good. I've got to get that redesigned for next year. Get a few different dahlias in. we've got some butternut squash. Just 4, and they're actually very small, but probably perfect for 2 people. And we've got some odds and sods leeks over there, one of which is bolting. And back to the rhubarb. I'm just cluing up a little bit quicker than I was intending because one of our neighbours is here. I might go and have a word with them. Right, so that is it. Hope everyone's having a great time. Take care and bye for now.